Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Making Meaning with Joel Corda. It's Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, and I have my guest here with me. To be revealed. To be revealed. Unless you read the description, then it's already revealed. Little punch drunk around here. Too busy for too long. Let me play you a song. This one is called The Time She Lied. Self-explanatory. Hey, she's not telling the truth. Hey, she's not interested in your pain. Hey, she's just trying to make it all go. Smooth it out, rein you in. Time she lied and said you're a good man. Time she lied and said you were sane. Time she lied and said it didn't hurt her at all. Broken promises in the way. Hey, she's not willing to give you up. Yes, to lack a good judgment on her part. Hey, it's all part of what she signed up for. She said yes to you and your big dumb heart. Time she lied and said, yes, I understand. Time she lied and said, you made sense. Time she lied and said, it's all good enough while you're hanging out with your worst self. Don't worry, darling, I'll say something funny soon. Just getting used to the notion that you know I'm a fool. Did you hear the one about the guy trying to take on the world? Low steaming bad football knees from school. Hey, she's not telling the truth. Hey, she's not interested in your pain. Hey, she's just trying to make it all go. Smooth it out, just rein you in. Time she lied and said you're a good man. The time she lied and said you were sane. Time she lied and said it didn't hurt her at all. Broken promises in the way. Broken promises and the way. Broken promises and the way. Hey, yeah, sure, that's all right. Can't believe you did a lot. Oh my God. What kind of week you having out there? Let me see something real quick. I gotta pull up the comment section. You know, you think that I would be putting up questions for the people, and that will happen. That will happen. Major revisions going around this building. I have gotten rid of about half of my stuff, but I haven't put the place back together yet. So our guest tonight is living in a dump. So extra thanks to her for hanging out in the middle of this little honky. How y'all doing out there? What's going on? What's going on with you? We'll get to you. Oh, don't worry. Not yet. Not yet. You get a whole... you get a whole section. All right, let me put the... Boyle Steelworks, our official sponsor. Let's put them up. Oof. If I can actually get my mouse to work. Where are you at, mouse? There you at. Here we go.
Strength, story, steel.
That's O'Boyle Steelworks.
Every knife we forge is one of a kind, built to last, built for you. From custom blades to hand-etched detail.
Each piece carries history in its steel.
Whether for daily use or as a showpiece for generations, we craft it by hand right here in Montana. Find O'Boyle Steelworks on Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, and Patreon.
Strength, story, steel.
I'll watch, I'll wait for your phone, for you'll hesitate in time with you. This weight, this cross on my chest slipped away. I'll drive all night, knock at your door. You're not there, but neither is the sadness anymore. Down from your door, feeling mad, feeling everything. This path, sidewalk, side door, inside, in gear, and flow, and shield. Radio is Bell 97s and the junkies too. Well, I'll drive all night, knock at your door. You're not there, but neither is the sadness anymore. What a lovely parting gift you've given me. What a lovely way to burn. These things that were part of me are not part of me. I've learned, unwound, unbound, untwined, now untethered to, not spun, but come. Not yours, not even if I want to. Go drive all night, knock at your door. You're not there, but neither is the sadness anymore. I'll drive all night, knock at your door. You're not there, but neither is the sadness anymore. Open up your big dumb heart and let something in. Open up your big dumb heart and let something in. Open up your big dumb heart and let something in. Open up your big dumb heart and let something in. Open up your big dumb heart and let something in. Open up your big dumb heart and let something in. Open up your big dumb heart and let something in. Open up your big dumb heart and let something in. All right. So, been working on this project, The Dancing with Ghosts. I got a copy of the poster from Micah, which is pretty great. You're like, looking around. It's upstairs. Sorry. And had some good movement today on one of the songs I've been kind of working on. So it might be a little ambitious of a goal to have this whole thing done by June, but we'll see. Why not? Why can't we? All right, I'm going to play one more. Well, it's not getting easier. Maybe it just won't. Oh, anytime soon. Just hope. Just hold on to something. Just hold. Something close. Be a light in the dark. Be a voice for the crowd. Be a light in the dark. Make that phone call. Tie that bind. Well, they say love is Lord. Well, I don't know about that, but I could use yours. Be a light in the dark. Be a voice on the line. Be a light in the dark. Be a light in the dark. Be a hope in their hearts. Be a light in the dark. Remember that moon, it's that moon. For everyone, be aware that the sun, oh, it's the same sun. For everyone, be a light in the dark. Be a voice for the crowd. Be a light in the dark. Be a light in the dark. Be the voice reaching out. Be a light in the dark. Be a light in the dark. Be a hopeful song. Be a light in the dark. Be a light in the dark. Be a hope in my heart. Be a light in the dark. All right. Let me get situated here. Got to make some moves. Watch out. You can go this way. Oh, I think I might have figured it out finally. Did I? Oh, no. Oh, no, I did not. It's always fun to let people watch me fumble. This is where I should be doing another ad, you know? All right, ladies and gentlemen. She's been patient enough. We will get to this intro. Are you ready? So very ready. All right, talk in that mic for a second.
Hello.
There you are. All right, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out, America. Here we go. Oh, it's funny. I had that picture of Dancing with Ghosts up the whole time. They couldn't even see me. That was classic work right there. And that one I can't tell. Anyway, here we go. Today on Making Meaning, I welcome back a returning guest, Rhema Pace. Rhema first joined the show back in April when college volleyball was still just ahead for her. Since then, she's taken the leap from Great Falls and CMR High School to playing college volleyball as a freshman libero at Rock Valley College. Correct? Okay. Tonight, we'll talk about the transition, what that transition is really like, the speed of the game, the pressure of competing at the next level, and what it means to leave home and build a new life around a sport you love. Rhema returns to talk about growth, resilience, and what happens when the dream you've been chasing finally becomes real. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Rhema Pace. There she is. Yay! We did it. Yay! Let me put your name up. And there we go. Nice. How are you, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm so good. You got in Sunday?
Yes, I did. About in the 12 o'clock noon.
Nice. And?
And I napped. I basically just went home and ate, and I just relaxed.
You slept through the storm is really what you did.
I heard about that. It was crazy to come back and then hear that a roof was blown off. It was
Yeah.
so cool.
You were. What time did you land?
Actually, no. I came about 1:30.
So you
I
were.
was here about 1:30.
You experienced some of it.
Just a little bit of turbulence, but
Yeah.
we didn't get most of it.
Okay.
A little bit, but it wasn't too bad, I'd say. Not where I thought I was literally gonna die. So.
That's wild. Yeah. No. Yeah. Our local school, Lincoln Elementary, the roof blew off some of it, and lucky there was a tree there because I think it would have traveled across the street and taken out houses. It means right down the street from us. So we were out of electricity until 3 a.m. Sunday morning.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were starting to think about, do we need to get coolers? And it was pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It's crazy. I did not know that it was like that.
It was, well, and it's what's strange is, I mean, you've seen how many trees we have here.
Yeah.
For some reason, we're fine. But I'm wondering if it was almost like microbursts coming in. Hey, they're saying your mic is not working. That was very sweet of them. Try it out.
Is it working now?
How about now? Good job, Amber Smith. Thank you for that.
I mean, crazy intermission, but when I was in Illinois, we had this crazy winter storm. I'm sure you guys probably got it here too, but it was so bad that they were saying that trees could explode. Did you know that
I saw trees exploding on the internet.
Yeah, it was insane. And I was like, that makes literally no sense. But when I was talking to my friend, they were saying that when water freezes in the sap, basically in the tree, that when it's frozen, it expands. So then it,
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
You catch a lot of it. Have you seen this?
No, but I heard that once it goes off, it's like a gunshot.
Tell us where Rock Valley College is.
It's about an hour away from Chicago in Illinois.
Chicago.
Tri-City.
Good for you. Last time you were in the show,
Mm-hmm.
well, it was it was a different show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figuring stuff out.
Full circle.
Full circle. What feels most different in your life right now?
That's a really good question. I don't know. Probably myself. Yeah, my goals and I guess what I want to do in the future and my expectations of those of myself and probably of others around me. So.
Did they change?
Sorry?
Did they change?
I think I added new ones. I think I'm growing into because a lot of it has always been sports. And now I'm getting my associate's degree and thinking more of my career and wanting to do an internship this summer for a minor league baseball team in Rockford. So.
And that'd be marketing, or would that be?
Yes, for their social media.
Hey, so the major's the same.
Yes.
We're staying the path.
Mm-hmm.
You're still working on some clothes.
Every now and then when I can.
Me
Too
too.
busy.
Me too. When I have a chance, I like to whip up a top.
I dabble in it, it's whatever.
What have you made lately?
I did do some pants a while ago. I ripped my pocket in it, and then I kind of did some like patchwork with some new designs and lace, and pretty cool, I'd say.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
I'm
you.
going to show. You know what? In the intro, I'm going to go back to the intro because we have what I want to talk about. Here's your team pick, which is great.
Yes, that's the club team, the high school girls that I coach.
Oh wait, no, I'm talking about your team.
Oh,
number one.
my volleyball team.
Yep, and then
yes.
and then the whole team. Why do volleyball players have to mean mug like that? You're not hitting
we have to
anybody.
intimidate.
Oh, okay.
Of course, we want to show them that like when we step on that court, that game is ours.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
And how much is there any trash talking? Do we get
I'm not much of a trash talker.
But does it? I'm not Duchess to you, but I mean, does it?
It probably happens at the net, but like I'm in the back row, so I don't really hear it.
You're busy digging things up.
Yeah.
Did I read a stat that said you had a game where it was 20-some digs?
News to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess so. I mean, shout out to my roommate, Sophia. She's from Canada. She's like an amazing setter. She got first team all region and I got second team all region.
Nice.
So that was a pretty good like accomplishment for both of us.
That's a
We're both
great
really
one.
happy.
I'm showing a picture of you at CMR as well because I want to show people where you were.
Yes.
That's where we met.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have seen that. I might have been at that game. The one that this is showing. That's exciting.
Yeah.
But it's coming at you. It's an action photo. It must be at Matt Enos.
Yes.
Enos.
Love him. I miss him. I love him. He's a great guy.
You should check in with him. He's around.
Honestly. I should.
Okay, so I got these other pictures. There's your team. Tell us about your coaching.
Crazy. I think I've learned a lot about like girls younger than me and like their society of coaching today, and it's been like a lot similar to mine. And it's crazy to like look at them in a microscope and like kind of see myself because they're also from a small town. So there's Rockford, and then they're about 30 minutes out, which is about a town I'd say smaller than ours in Great Falls.
Okay.
So, and like girls are talented. They're very good. But it's just crazy to see that and just be like, oh my gosh, that was me. And like now here I am.
Now how old are these girls?
17, 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were they biting a medal? You won some
Tournaments?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've
Nice.
done, I think we've had about 6 tournaments already, and I think we're about like 50%. So I believe, won 3. I think
Nice.
we're 3, lost 3. Or it
How-
might be like 3 and 2.
How long does the season last?
We have like two more tournaments left, and then we're done, which is really sad.
That is really sad.
Yeah, I'm on break right now, and we have one of my closest friends, Riley. She's still in Illinois. She's from Utah, but she stayed back to coach them just for some practices. But I need to come back, and I needed to see my family. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, I think they needed it.
Yeah.
As well.
especially my mom. I don't think she knows what to do without me.
Is she watching the show right now?
Probably if
not.
she wasn't busy packing for Florida.
What?
Yeah, we're going tomorrow, actually.
That's some horse pucky that you get to
I'm
go.
so excited.
Good for you.
Yeah, my grandma's down there visiting my cousins, so we're gonna go surprise her.
Hopefully she's not watching. Surprise over. It's gonna be hard for her to find it. Where in Florida?
Daytona Beach.
Have you been before?
No, I have been to Florida though.
Okay.
Pensacola.
I've not.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing?
Not going to Florida.
Well, I feel like you need to have that eradicated immediately.
There's some other places that are cool too.
Well, aren't you going to New Orleans this week?
Maybe if I don't want to tell the robbers where I'm going to be.
Oh, right.
That's
Sorry.
okay. Bruce Corda will be here.
Sorry. Of course. You can't tell those stalkers who you're going to be at.
Bruce Corda is here, so he'll use his thunder and lightning to defend the homestead. I'm showing a picture of you with the two ladies, your roommates.
Yes, my roommate Sophia's in the middle, and
Okay.
then Sonia is on the other side. She's from Italy, and she just came second semester because they had some problems with her visa at the beginning of the year.
Right.
So she didn't get to come, but now she's here for our spring season. So
Good.
she's amazing as well.
She's my favorite of your roommates because she's Italian.
Yeah, Sophia speaks 3 languages, and then she speaks 3 as well. So
Yeah, they tend to make the rest of us not.
who needs Duolingo when you've got roommates that speak 4
Who needs
languages?
Duolingo?
Many of them. So.
Who needs Dua Lipa if you Okay, so now I'm showing the other one where it's the Polaroid. Who's in that one?
Oh, yes. So the other two girls, you'll see Sophia and Sonia in there, and then Riley, who I'm coaching my team with. She's the other brunette. And then Cam. That's Cam. I love her. She's probably like our like class clown, and like Riley is very just like a very calm, grounding person. All of them are just sweet girls. They're great.
I love it. So if you were, what's the biggest thing you learned from the coaching these girls? Do you know how would you have coached yourself knowing what you know now? What do you think you needed that you maybe weren't getting?
Probably encouragement, really. And I think me and Riley do a pretty good job at that. I always try to like give them constructive criticism, but also giving them like good structured compliments. Not something where it's like, oh, like you're good, you'll get the next. Cause like that's kind of floofy. But like most of the time when they do something, I'll be like, that was a good idea. Like your head was in the right spot. Just maybe try this spot next time. So just like a lot of like constructive criticism, but off of good intent instead of kind of just being like demeaning how like former coaches that I used to work with used to be with me. So
that's no fun.
Takes the love away of the sport.
That's kind of all the coaching you'd get in the 90s though. It was a different style. So
but I think players back then were more hungry than they are now.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of that, I don't know what the shift has been, but I feel like a lot of that has like been lost.
If we weren't getting insulted, we weren't being coached. Luckily, like my football coach was one of the funniest guys ever. So it would be, and there's a whole generation of multiple generations of men that do impersonations of him. I won't do it here until I get one of those guys on. But he was some of the funniest stuff. So you'd go into film and you'd be getting ripped, but it was some of the funniest material that there was.
I think it's good to have like a healthy balance of like being fun, but also being disciplinary.
Yeah.
And I think the hardest thing for now and coaches today is you can't make a player want it. And I feel like that's been like the hardest thing for me, and especially just like teammates throughout the years, is like I can't ever make somebody want it. Like that is never my decision. But I know that like I can always give my teammates or my players like the tools to be better and better themselves. And as long as I've done my job in that aspect, I couldn't be more happy, I think, with myself, like as a player and as a coach. So
it's pretty parallel to teaching.
Yes.
Where, I can't make a kid do something they're not going to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it gets extra discouraging when you call home and, hey, you got any ideas? Nope.
You just got to hit them with a, like,
can't make you care.
Yeah, exactly.
Wish I could.
It has to be a want. Like, I think it's just like a passion and like a seed that like sprouts in people, and like you can give them sun and water, but if they don't want it, if they want to like be in that rock, then that's on them.
I like the metaphors. Nice job, buddy. When you think back to the version of yourself that came on the show then in April, what did she not understand about what was coming?
I don't think she realized how much change I guess it was gonna be, if that makes sense. Cause like obviously it's college. Like I knew it was gonna be a change and that's what I wanted. But I think there's a lot of things that I learned about myself and the aspects that I didn't think I was going to come across, that I was just like, oh, like things that I need to work on for myself, to be better for myself and probably just for others around me. And just kind of taking a step back and realizing, from being like a small town and being so sheltered, that there's a bunch of other things that I can do to grow myself from being so sheltered. And just like, I feel like even though I have come from a small town, I feel like I have a pretty open mind to everything.
Yeah.
But also here, I was always kind of on a grind and I wasn't always hanging out with my friends. So I felt like, or even like my teammates, but I live at the dorm. So like, that's who I'm always with. Like 24/7 is my teammates and hanging out with my friends. So I felt like a lot then I've just like learned about others, and I feel like how to love them their way. Like learn how to love people
where
off
they're
of
at.
their what's it called? Their what is it
Are
called?
you talking about the love languages?
Yes, like learning how to love people off of their love languages and just like other ways of being like a better leader because like a lot of the times here just like being here like it was like we never really went to championships here.
Mm.
Like it is what it is. Like there's just a lot of good teams that were around during my age here that were just better. But I felt like a lot of those experiences I couldn't really learn from. And I feel like going to college, I got those experiences that I never really had. So it was good to learn from them.
How different is the game? How much faster?
I feel like, personally, I feel like it's not much. But at the same, it depends on who we go against. At the same time, we go against girls where I'm just like, so you're definitely going D1 next year, actually. Like, after JUCO, like, you're going to be big. So there's been moments where I've evaluated myself after those games and have been like grateful that I've played players like that because like I feel like some people kind of retreat into themselves and they're like, oh my gosh, like that was literally so awful. Like,
Right.
what am I going to do? But I take that as a learning opportunity and I find like joy in that because I love being challenged and being able to be better because when we go against little teams or me being back in like this small town, like I wasn't really ever challenged. So when times like those arise, I feel like it really tests like how much of a good player I am mentally and physically.
Right. So when you say, is it JUCO? Junior
Yes,
college is JUCO?
Mm-hmm. Junior college.
JUCO.
JUCO projects.
You make it sound like prison.
Oh my gosh.
I got
when
locked
came
up in
home-
JUCO.
Oh my gosh, when I came home, my mom made this huge poster and she's like, welcome home, Rhema, back from juvie. And I was like, right, mom, you're
We're on the same
got
page.
me there.
So okay. So just division wise, you think you're defined.
Yeah, I think it just depends on like the teams that we've gone against, but I also think it kind of reflects just like how much of a player that I have grown to be. So like also being like, oh, like that's easy is also knowing that like I've grown and gotten better at some of those aspects for me to say that. So
Tell me about that position, libero.
it's crazy. It's like you're always constantly moving and you're controlling everything 24/7. Like
you
besides
were
the
that here, right?
Yes.
When I saw you.
Yes.
So
I
it's all
was.
instinct. That's what I remember watching.
It's super, super, super fast reflex.
Yeah.
Like everything can happen in the span of like 0.5 seconds.
Right.
It's so crazy. It's a very high pace game. Like
Right.
depending on who you go
You're
against.
the one diving mostly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Truly, I think being a setter is the hardest job because you're basically like the QB.
Okay.
And they're in probably like not probably, but they're in like all 6 rotations depending on like where the coaches has them in like a 6-2 or just like anything else. But like for a libero, like you aren't in for like one rotation. Like I have to switch out for one, but setters are always in there like 24/7, like arranging everything. Like I kind of what is that? I don't watch football. I don't know anything about football, but the person that snaps the ball.
The center.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like basically I feel like that's what a libero is.
Okay.
Cause like I just have to pass and dig and give it to the setter and then the setter's the QB and they have to like call the shots from there.
So you're saying they have to do more thinking. You're doing more reacting.
It's a very strategic game. I feel like I'm just like that little voice in like everybody's head. Some might think it's annoying, but I mean, I feel like that's how you have to be as a libero because like when I'm there, I'm like telling everybody where to go and like what our next play is and things like that. So I kind of just reiterate what the setter says, but I'm also just there as a backup to like obviously when hitters get blocked, but also just to be like, hey, like there's this position or there's this spot that you need to hit to because not all times, like I'm just like an outside perspective from a hitter. Like it's kind of like an out of body experience. I feel like sometimes for that hitter because I can see things that they can't see.
Right.
So
Yeah, you're able to react. How do you, how's the marketing? Like what's the biggest thing you've been learning?
Okay, so this is the first semester where I've actually taken like marketing and business classes. I felt like my first semester, I wasn't really learning a lot and kind of going through the motions. But this semester I've taken more classes to my major and it's been so great and it's been so interesting and I feel like I've actually been learning things and I'm just kind of like, yeah, like this is what I want to do with my life, which is a lot less stress, always trying to figure out my major because I remember at the beginning I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with my life. Like, what am I going to do? And then one day it just kind of clicked,
Mm.
and it's just stayed clicked ever since.
I'm
So
happy for you, buddy.
thank you.
As long as it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You find the thing that you want to do.
Yeah. And like I have backups to other things that I obviously love to do if marketing never like works out. But for the most part, like I have that pretty set and solid. So
Are you going to take some design stuff too so that you can generate the material?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that part of it, or is it really two separate things?
No, it's actually, it goes under marketing, which is kind of going to be like what my internship will hopefully be if I get the position over the summer, because that's like their whole social media. They need like somebody for social media, so that would be like me like making like a bunch of things for their page. So
I'm excited that you're going to skip the year between. The first year back from college, I think, is the hardest for kids.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, why?
Just okay. So think how much you've changed.
Yeah.
Okay. And then think of your closest friends here,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll want to do two things. They'll want to come back, and they'll want to show you how much they've changed, but they'll want to do the same stuff, and they'll want the dynamics to be the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's hard.
Yeah.
It's kind of heartbreaking,
Mm-hmm.
you know? It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
mean they're
just
not your
never-
friends. It doesn't mean, but it's
Not changing, yeah. And I feel like that's hard. What is it? What is it called? It's that one movie where he just continuously lives the same day over and over.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, I feel like it's kind of similar to that.
It can be, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's, yeah. No,
Just
like,
like-
because you want the same fun.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's kind of like a drug, though. It's like you're chasing that euphoria, that
Yeah.
nostalgia from back like long ago. But like, I think that's just the thing that sucks about the past is like it's never gonna come back.
Right.
So,
I mean, big lessons. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta stay where you're at.
but I think that's like the good thing about the past is like those will always stay memories, and like you'll always cherish those and like have them in good intent. So
How is your sense of belonging at Rock Valley
it's
College?
good. I would say I have a very solid friend group, and I can lean on them for anything, and like vice versa. Like that's amazing. I have a great relationship with my coaches. I love my teachers.
Mm.
I don't know. I feel like everything's pretty great. So
In 2 years,
in
right?
2 years,
It's a
yeah,
it's a 2 year
basically
program.
almost like 1 year now, which
I
is
know.
insane to think about. And I think sometimes I stress out because I'm like, oh my gosh, like now I have to start my recruiting process all over again. But I feel like that's kind of what's exciting about it.
Isn't it a
is-
lot easier though at that level? Like, aren't there just
I would
more
say
eyeballs?
so. I would say so, but also like I'm just like OCD and like anxiety freak. So like I'm like, oh my gosh, what's the future gonna be? But I think that's like what's exciting about it is that it's such a new step.
you want to
so-
you want to worry.
Yeah, I want to know. I
You're-
want to know.
You're enjoying the worry. Apparently,
Sometimes.
apparently
Sometimes.
you're really living
I'm
in
stuck
it.
in my own prison of my mind. but-
Correct. That's where I like to live too. Very exciting times. Gee,
Yeah.
I wonder if the worry. I was listening to a comedian
Mhm,
talking about how much they worried and obsessed about their career
mhm.
early on, and you know that if they would go back and advise themselves to not worry, because he was like, worry might have helped.
Yeah. I feel like that's like what more people need sometimes is it's that passion,
Just
it's
a
that
little,
spark.
a little bit more.
Yeah.
a little
But
more.
I wouldn't say to like linger there too long. That's
Right.
for sure. That's
Right.
for sure.
I'm so good at not lingering and ruminating.
Oh, I wish I would.
Let me see. I'm just looking at some questions. What do you carry from Great Falls, your family, and your time at CMR when you step on the court?
I'd say my experiences and everything that I've been through here, and just kind of learning from those and like my mistakes and like how I want to perceive myself to others once I like start my new routes in life. If that makes any sense.
Sure. Why
Yeah.
not? How do your
I'd say.
folks? What do your folks have any commentary
Um,
about changes or? Because your
Oh.
dad was on the show. Your dad was on the show. Dad was in the chair right over
every
here.
time I've come back, I've had like a new tattoo. So my parents
How
don't like that.
dare you?
Yeah, exactly. My parents don't like that at all.
Are you gonna?
But
Can you talk about how many you got? What are we talking about?
I don't.
Do you have the
it's
the
really
Ben
small.
Affleck Phoenix just all the way
Okay,
across
so
your?
my brother literally has an anime character on his thigh. So I feel an oof on his middle finger. So I feel like I didn't turn out like him, so I feel like I'm
Whoa,
better.
your brother, the lawyer.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I mean,
These are all places that you obviously can't see because like,
all right. Let's see. You
I don't know
show
how
me.
people would feel.
What
if
did you
their
get on
lawyer
your arm?
came
I
out
don't
like
think I've
that.
seen the arm one. What do we-
This one is just like an 11/11 tat. I always make a prayer or like a wish on that time, and
Okay.
then I think it's on this one. Yeah, I have stars on my
Stars.
collarbone. So
You did it.
yeah,
And then there's the hidden ones that you won't show anybody, which is good. Don't.
I want like the patchwork tats.
What does that mean?
So they're like a bunch of like little tattoos. Like, have you ever seen patchwork pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that, but tattoos. And it's like a sleeve, but not a sleeve. I wonder if I could like show you just real
Okay.
quick on
All right.
Pinterest.
All right. On the Pinterest. Pinterest will tell us everything we need to know.
Pinterest. It's love of my life, actually.
Would you say there's an addictive quality to the tattoos?
Yes.
It's kind of
I'd
why I'm
say
afraid.
so. I feel like for me, sometimes I get very overwhelmed, I guess, in life. So I need like a change. And it's better than me dyeing my hair like hot pink. So I could just get a tattoo or a new piercing. Tattoo.
You want to hear my tattoo story while you're looking it up?
Please.
Okay. So this ring, I take the ring off because I get these calluses.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking I might actually get a tattoo of my wife's handwriting here because I take it off when I'm lifting.
Yes.
And I don't want to be one of those gym bros that takes their rings off.
I feel like this is a good one. I don't know if you can see that.
Put it right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Not to that extent, of course. I would probably maybe have like 4 small ones on each arm
You're
because like
saying that now.
I am saying that I'm going more for this look. More dainty, more not out
Dainty.
there, but kind of like a little whisper in the wind.
Okay.
But yeah, my mom. Every time I get a tattoo,
Say a little whisper.
in the wind. Every time I get a tattoo, my mom is just like, ugh, I like Rhema. And then I show it to her. She's like, oh, that's cute. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Does your mom have any tattoos?
Yes, she has Tasmanian devil on her ankle.
She can be mad that we're talking about this.
No, because
Okay.
she thinks she's like the most stupid person ever for getting it because she got it on the bone for her first tattoo.
Yeah.
So she never even finished her tattoo. But the thing, I don't think what my parents understand is when I get my tattoos, I curate them for months. Like, I'm not just like, I'm really bored today. Why don't I just go get a face tat? Why don't I just go get a lip tat? Because I can.
Face tat.
No, I curate my tattoos and I like will look for months like exactly where I want them and exactly what I want. Like, I'm never just like,
Is there one in the
let's be
canon?
spontaneous.
Is there
Like,
one in the
it's
canon
always
right
it's
now?
always in the back. It's
Do you
always in the
draw
back
your
cooking.
own? Are you drawing your own? Are you gonna do?
I've had this one. I've thought about it. I have like this one that's like kind of like a heart and like flowers are growing out of it. But I found some others on Pinterest that are similar. But I kind of like the one I drew more because like I did it. So
That would be more meaningful.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. What does success mean to you now compared to what it meant a year ago? Is there a difference?
Yes,
Okay.
I think so. I think. Have you ever seen Mr. Fantastic Fox?
Yeah.
Okay, and he's like, I always want to be the best because I feel like if people don't know that I'm not the best, then I'm actually not the best. Does that make any sense? That quote? I know
Yeah.
I'm not saying it right, but it's along those lines. And I feel like for me, like, I was always just like, I have to, if I wasn't Mr. Fantastic Fox, then I'm not fantastic. But I think now I have realized more of like what I want and happiness and like aspects in my life that I want to conquer and like do for myself in my future.
Okay.
For myself instead of just being like everybody has to see me this way and has to see me succeed. But like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like I don't care what other people think, but I do love being the best. And I feel like that's great competitiveness for being in a sport. But I think during this time I've realized that like that hasn't been the core of like everything and like having to be the best. And I think I've been a lot better with being like, maybe I just live. Maybe I'm just here. And that's okay.
Maybe I'm just
here. Maybe I'm just a
a
whisper in the wind.
a little fella.
A little fella,
Little
you know.
fella in the wind. Whisper in the wind business. Where'd you get that?
I don't know. Sometimes it just pops out the dome.
All right.
Truly.
If a younger athlete in Great Falls is dreaming about doing what you're doing, playing college sports, what would you want them to know?
I'd say not to be so hard on yourself. I think for anybody in general, your biggest enemy is yourself, and it's so cliche to say because like literally everybody says that, but it's true. It's really, really true because and I would definitely say, comparison is
The thief of
thief.
joy.
He is the thief. And I feel like I've learned a lot from that and not comparing myself because everybody has their own journey and it's a lot harder to see that when you're in the midst of things. But taking a step back, I realized that like I have a different journey than everybody else, and just like comparing myself, I think the best thing you can do is compare yourself to who you used to be to who you are now and see how much you've grown.
There you
Because when you compare yourself to other people, you're never going to be somebody else.
Right.
Can never be somebody else. And it's just a false hope. It's a false reality that you're trying to chase. So I've just learned a lot from trying to look at who I used to be and who I am now and working off of that instead of other people because they're my false reality.
go. I like it.
Nothing I'm never going to get out of.
What do you think? God, I had a good one. Hold on. Because I was actually listening to what you were saying rather than thinking about what I was going to say
It's
next.
crazy. You talk to people and you actually listen to what they have to say.
I know. It's weird. It's a weird idea.
Empathy.
It's bad for shows, though. It's bad for shows.
You're like, wait. What
Uh,
did I say?
So one of my favorite things to do to middle schoolers, because they deserve it,
Because you
'cause-
can.
because half of them think they're going to be NFL football players, and most of them are short.
Mm.
And I'm like, let me see your feet. Why? 'Cause you're not.
No.
you're-
Oh, and you're hiding them, and you know why.
I'm
You know
like-
why.
I'm like, maybe think about theater. Maybe
Maybe.
think about the arts.
Maybe be a Troy Bolton. I
How
don't
about accounting for you?
know.
Maybe you should be a mathlete.
Mathematician. Why not?
Oh, yeah. It's a fine line. You don't want to crush their dreams, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like,
Reality.
yeah. And I'm not going to be the one to tell them.
Sometimes dreams are just dreams. And
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
And
and
that's okay.
everybody dies a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, you
It's gotta happen once.
gotta have it.
It's gotta happen once for good measure, for good balance.
What an inspiration. You know, some of your dreams just gotta die.
They really do. They really do. They really do.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on to the good ones, I suppose.
It's good growth. Very
Do you have any advice before I take us off the air? Any advice for the youth or the coaches?
Or the coaches.
More encouragement. I heard
Yeah,
that.
I
out of you.
definitely say more encouragement in knowing your personnel for
Mm.
sure, and knowing like that some players I could yell at and other players they would cry about. Like you need to know your personnel, and I think you need to coach those players based on how they should be coached and how they want to be coached. Because the way that some of the things that I can say to some girls and some of the things that I can't say to others, like I'm just knowing my personnel.
Yeah.
Like some I can be blunt with and some I kind of have to sugarcoat because some of them aren't ready for that reality yet. And I think proposing that reality too quickly and too bluntly is what can kind of deteriorate the player. And I think that coaches just need to do a better job about like knowing your personnel and what works for those players and what doesn't.
I like it.
And just in like general, I would definitely just say that like always compare yourself to who you used to be to who you are now. And I guess just like you just have to be like your own cheerleader. Like you have to like I like this little quote up here when you said doubt and do it anyway. I'm taking that in my dome.
I like that one.
Because I feel like that's just a lot of what life is going to be. Like, I feel like you're always going to doubt yourself, but I think that's what's good because then you're just going to prove to yourself and also prove to others. But I think it's more successful and more a sweeter taste in your mouth when you prove it to yourself because you're like, wow, like I really did that.
Internal motivation.
Internal motivation.
Yeah, it's funny. I talk about that a lot because in the weight loss journey and all the different things, and, you know, a lot of what I had to figure out was how to keep promises to myself.
Yeah.
And without that, and then again, going back to the comparison, like whenever I think that I'm not doing well, I can look at a year ago and be like, that was 100 pounds ago now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like pretty much at any time.
Yeah.
Or that was when this was going on, and you also still managed to do this, and this. You started a show. When I look at the first shows, when I look at the mistakes that I make on a nightly basis, it's like the show gets better every time I do it.
Yeah.
Because
you learn from it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an easy. There's a lot of stuff going on over here. I think you could tell there's a little bit going on in the.
It's amazing. Chaos. Sometimes chaos is good. Sometimes chaos is great. I would say.
I could use a little less chaos. Just a little touch less of chaos would be good for this game.
Yeah, I would definitely say just like keeping your feet in the present and not walking into the future.
Yeah,
for sure.
I appreciate you keeping in touch.
Of course.
I appreciate you coming back.
It's hard to find good people around, and I feel like once I find them, I like to keep them. So.
That's sweet of you to say.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Rhema Pace, there she is. We'll see you next week for another Making Meaning with Joel Corda.